Ow! Just banged my hand. So, hello, crafty people, I think, if you're watching this video. But welcome, my lovely spectators. I'm here to do some stuff. Yes, it's me, Dee Dee, and I'm doing another set of cards for the challenge that I do once a month that is local to my neighborhood here in Suffolk, New York. So I'm gonna do it in 3 stages because this is the card kit for 3 cards. I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to get it in because I just looked at this, and most card kits, they go in on Saturdays. Well, it says June 23rd. I think maybe it's a typo. I'm not sure. I've already uploaded the crafting scrapbook, so we shall see. But if you are one of my spectators who likes to watch crafty stuff, then you would have maybe seen my other card videos. I do them in 3 parts. So I will introduce all the materials that they provide, and we must use materials provided, and we can bring in embellishments. So given the color palette is greens, off whites, creams. The only thing I'm going to bring in is some black cardstock, and I have some of these guys which I purchased there, 49 the market. These are acetate eucalyptus style leaves. So this is what the leaves look like, and I'm going to use that for some embellishments along with whatever's in here. So let's take a look at what's in here, and then we will get into kind of thinking how we're going to lay out the cards. So the craft store, they supply us with the card bases. So I have 3 card bases in order to do the project. So I'm just scoring them. I'm just folding them on the score, and I will reinforce that just with my fingers. No big deal. Okay, so that's there. So you can have them either, horizontal or landscape, or you can do them tall portrait, like this. Okay, you could cut paper different ways for other cards, but this is what we've been provided. In the sketch, they're asking for 2 tall and 1 short, I guess, and we can see that they want backgrounds, layers, embellishments, sentiments, etc. So what we're going to look at is what was provided. Let's see. Oh, they also give us the envelopes, which is nice. I'm going to put those over to the side because we don't have to do anything with those. And we're going to take a look. We've got some burlap stuff right there. Ribbon. Think of the word ribbon. And these are some of the, I'm going to just get rid of the plastic, right? These are some of the embellishments. These are stickers. So we have amazing, hello. We've got some words. We've got a ticket. We've got some butterflies, dream big, and today is a good day. So we could use these items to put as embellishments and as the sentiments, but we also were provided with a number of scrapbook pages. So this is from Simple Stories. What she does is that she basically lines that are discontinuing or phasing out of the shop. She puts together these kits and has these little challenges, and it's a nice way to keep the patrons, people who go to her events and her classes, working with her, and it's smart. It's a smart idea. So this is the Simple Vintage Weathered Garden. This is the cut apart sheet. We also have a lot of words in here and certain things that will mimic some of the design elements. Like this mimics a little bit of this, so we may choose to use a cut apart, and the back is usually a full page. So you want to be conscientious of when you're cutting what it is that you're going to be using in your design, so that way you cut that out first and then you can use the other parts for embellishments. We've got this nice stripe with the distressed look, same exact Simple Stories, and it has these full page heart. This is lovely. It's very hard for me to work with something like this, and so I probably may not use this side for anything. It is a beautiful heart and it has the butterflies, but I don't know, this is hard. This probably might be the side that I will go to. We've got some additional butterflies here, And on the other side, another one of those full pages. Again, this is good. It's got that open space, which I can handle more for a scrapbooking page. But you also have these potential card fronts on the corners. And then you have another card apart, which has a lot of little types of journaling type of aspects, which would be great if this was for a scrapbook page. Even this is good for a card front, even though it is a place to write. It could still be where the sentiment goes. Very lovely. You could handwrite your sentiment. That's not a no-no. That's actually, something that people tend to be fearful of doing. So I'm gonna take a minute now to look at what this has. So we're talking about the butterflies and these florals. So there's no florals in here. We did get a butterfly and a heart. We got 2 hearts. This appears to be, I'm not sure, like almost feels like a puzzle piece, but I really don't know. Scarf for the nails, man, just things. Dream big. This is a pretty decent sentiment we could use on one of these very easily. And we could be like, hello, amazing, and just be like a nice note card to just send someone that you just want to like, hey. So we've got 2 sentiments for sure. We've got some buttons. I'm not huge into buttons. I find it very difficult to use the buttons, so I probably won't be using them. And then we have this burlap canvas kind of ribbon. I see that may kind of go with this one here, so I might leave that for this one. The circular thing, I could definitely cut out something from one of the cut aparts. And then here on these floral arrangements is where I was thinking of using my leaves from the 49er Market, which I purchased there because they're that green tone. So let's go from left to right. So with this one, the sentiment is on the top. So let me look at this and see. Let's see. I want to keep it in the frame like last time. I have a pair of scissors here. I have the sentiments over here. The pieces of embellishment that they provided. It's not going to be in frame. I was noticing that I was leaning a lot towards here the last time, so I'm trying to make it where I'm working more, but it's like close enough that I don't have to keep readjusting. Trying to make it better for you guys who are watching me. I hope that it is noticeable that there is. Please do provide me with feedback if I am still too close, too far, whatever the case is. So I'm going to first take a look at this cut aparts and take a look at the layout. We have a sentiment here. Cherish today. Very nice. Another one that is cherish today. Hello, beautiful. And filled with gratitude. This is a little blah for me. I think this one I might incorporate into the third one. I could, shift this down a little bit and maybe cheat on having some of the background up there so that it's more to the middle, and then I could put the leaves. So that's going to probably be my third one. This guy here with the butterflies is definitely going to be this center one over here. And then yeah, filled with, I feel like I want to use cherish today because it's darker, but then hello beautiful is also calling me. So yeah, okay, let's start with this guy. So we need a background, we need 2 other pages, we need a sentiment on the top, and then we need some embellishments in the center, as well as some ribbon. And I don't have ribbon, but you can make ribbon out of even these strips over here. So we're gonna have to cut off these strips. So let's cut this out and get the sentiments that I need first. And then we'll start working on that first card. We'll get that first card done, call it the first video, and then we will move on to video number 2, where we will pick up with the second card. Okay, so I'm just trying to line up. I'm seeing if I'm fitting in the thing. One of the things that you want to do is, you can see where your blade is. You want to make sure it's tucked up. And then actually what you should be doing is from the bottom, which I just took it off the screen, push up against the paper. That'll avoid like any shifting happening. And so this is what I was talking about. I don't have any ribbon in this kit, but hello, this is easily made into like a ribbon. And on the other side, it has some as well. So I think this might be an option for the ribbon. Okay, the sentiment. No. What am I doing? You know what? I think I'm going to take this guy here. So again, now I'm gonna push. Now I'm pushing down because my table is one of these coffee tables, and it is a larger coffee table, but you can't see, like right here is where the end of it is, and this is where the top is. So I'm gonna push down so that way you could at least see what I'm doing. I'm trying to cut along this line perfectly, and it's better than the other. So I do have a little bit of extra over here, which is fine. I am gonna fussy cut this, but I have these, which is good. I think I'm using this one and this one. So this is going to be for the first, and this is going to be for the third. So we will leave that be. And then, yeah, I don't have to use this one. So let's take the pieces that I need for the third. I'm trying to make these a little bit where you kind of see my thought process. I talk you through it, and then you know, I just have some time, hopefully you enjoy it. And last time I was trying to do all of them in one video, and then I realized that the video was like, oh my god, so long. So what did I do? I wound up stopping, and it was a really long video. So I'm trying to make them a little bit more concise. So let's compare this over here. So we have the top of this here. We can definitely use this as ribbon. I can add as much on the bottom here as I need of another pattern, and it does seem to want another full sheet, so I might need to look at something for that. So let's take a look at that. Cherish today. I could even cut a slight bit over, but I don't need. I can overlap this here. All right, we're gonna put this to the side, and we're gonna look again at the pieces that we have over here. I'm not too happy, joy with that pattern. The butterfly pattern is very pretty, but I feel like it's a little bit too much jarring with that. And so therefore I'm left with the stripe pattern, or this guy here. And yeah, I like I said, I'm not afraid of cutting into it. I just don't know if it would have enough impact to do, have that down here, or that might be too much of a contradiction? Clashing? Clashing. That's the word that I'm thinking. So I think our winner, chicken dinner. Anyway, I think our winner is going to be this one. So what I'm going to do is, one of the things I suggest you should do is, I looked at this and I remember I told you this is perfect for scrapbooking, but that's not what's happening for this particular video. So I know that I need a section. Now I could go from here, and that would be nice to have as the bottom. I still need an outside section. I love to add a little bit of black, so I could do that as the black and have some black in my card, but that cherish is so close to the black. Or I could have this butterfly be the outside edge, just to have a little bit. Yeah. So what I said before was, like, you could possibly have this as a card front. And so when you do a card front, you're talking about this being 4x6, right? So I could actually cut this out completely. Let's take a look, right? And then have this here, that little bit of an edge around there. But I think I would like to have this as a card front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it straight down at 4 1/4. So 4 1/4 is the distance across, and 5 1/2 is the distance up and down. This is half of a sheet of 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to cut the maximize so that I could use it later, and then I can know what I'm saving. Same thing over here. I kind of feel like this could be a nice card front. So I want to be strategic on the things that I want to save. So that said, I'm gonna cut this at 6 straight across, and then of course I'll have a bunch of scraps and pieces that I'm gonna be utilizing throughout these uh throughout these 3 cards. Okay, so we're gonna cut that here, so that's at 6, and then we're gonna cut this at usually 4 1/4. So I'm gonna do 4 1/2, just so that I have a little bit of wiggle room. And I know that I'm cutting off the butterfly's wing, which actually I can save that. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to cut this at 6 again over here. And I'm going to save this piece to use as a card. And I could do a 6x6 card, totally easy. And then I still have, you know, I have this. And I still have choices. I could change my mind later. This is perfect because I have enough that I could cut out a base. I also want to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to cut at 6 over here. And it's like this one and they both could be so pretty. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the 4 1/4, 4 1/4, 4 1/4. You know what? I'm going to do the 4. I'm going to do precise over here. So usually when you do a 4 1/4, you take it to 4 maybe so you have some border. I'm going to do it at 4 so that I can have this as a card front, right? And I can use that another time, so planning ahead. And then this one, the same thing. I'm going to do it at 4 and push it up to the front, up to the top rather. And now I have the piece that I need. So these are actually going to go away into my stash. I don't want to utilize these for the cards because I want to make additional cards with these. Okay, so now I have these pieces left. So these can be pieces for all 3 of my cards. Let's take a look at this. So the Cherish fits pretty much on point with this. There is always some little error. I might have not opened this up enough, whatever the case is, but we will work it out and straighten it up. So let's get back to the card at hand. I want to have this here. So this will create my little edging. Okay, and I see that I think I might have went in a little bit. That's okay. And then I can have this up here. And I can put this as my ribbon. And I can add a couple of embellishments from here that they gave us. Cherished Day. Maybe the little, what are those? Hearts. Yeah. Or I could put some leaves. Or I could just leave it like that. It could be just as basic as that. My question is, so now let's take a look, right? And I would love to say, you tell me what you think. But what if I put a little bit of, I put a black edge around the whole entire thing? Now, would that be more, I don't think it does anything. Do you think it does anything for that card? The whole card front being black? You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I want to have black. I'm going to do it. So, I don't know what is on here. So, the table was obviously dirty. So, I'm going to use this. And thankfully, we have 2 sides. So, I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to go to 4 1/4. Because I want to cut the entire, I want to cover the entire, you know what I'm talking about. The entire front of the card. Okay, sorry. Had a senior moment in that minute, that second or 2 of whatever. So I have this now. Let's pray that it worked out. What's going on? Yeah. It is going to be what it is going to be. So, and then I got to do 5 1/2. So we're going to do 5 1/2. 5 1/2. Okay. And we'll push it up to the top and then up to have that going against us. Okay, whoopsie. Oh no, what did I drop? Okay, that was the base to the other card or something for the other card, so I don't have to stop right now. So here we have this. We're going to take part of this one. We're going to take this and mat it here. And then we're going to take this as the ribbon. The ribbon. So my question is, do I do that? Okay. So let's keep it moving. We're gonna trim this up and see what happened. What's the issue with this? I'm going to push this up to the top. And yeah, I have a little bit up there that was off. Okay, not bad. And now it matches up. So I can do this, or I can do that. And I think I want to limit the number of flowers because I am going to add this little bit of ribbon there. All right, what do you think, guys? I think that's good. Okay, so we're almost done. So we've got the Cherish today, and I'm going to put that there. So I need a piece that's going to fit here. So that's going to be, I'm going to mark it with my finger, and then I'm going to just go up to my charger. Girl, I don't even know what to tell you. I keep saying wrong things. I'm looking for that little spot. I'm going to cut just above that, and then again, I want to be coming up. So I'm going to use this piece. So this is no longer needed, and I think I want to put a little bit of black around this as well. So I'm going to just approximate a little bit of black on either side of that ribbon. Okay, so this is the first card. Let's get to assembling. Let me get the card out and some of the pieces that we don't need out of, well, out of the way because you can't see them over there. They're over there. And we'll look at, these are the embellishments that they provided. We're not using this. So we're using these two, and we're trying to get something that looks like that. And that's trash. Where's my trash can? Okay, here it goes. So I'm going to start with some adhesive. I'm going to stick with this tape that I purchased. I did it off of Amazon, I think it was. No, was it Amazon? Yes, it was Amazon. I love double-sided tape. I think that it is the bomb. So, yes. And I'm going to put some up here on the top of this one. Now, they're not connected, so I'm putting this on the top of this one over here first, getting my perimeter measurement, and then I can get that bottom one and then affix it. Oh my god, affix it so that it's there in place. So I'm going to take this off. Now, if you're somebody who's like mad precise about their measurements, I usually am. I try to be. It's the mathematical brain in me because I teach math. But I've had to learn to loosen up being creative, and I've always been creative. I've always been creative and mathematical. So, see, this is why you don't press down. So we're trying to approximate by not pressing it down and seeing where this is the same amount as that, as the same amount as the other side. And it may not be 100% perfect. And I think that as a crafter, I've had to learn to say, but it's handmade. So now we have that. And now we want to approximate over here where this is going to go. Now there's a little thing hanging out over here that is bothering me. So I shall take this off. Just a little snippet. Okay, and then that's going to be here. So I can put this where the white is up here towards that, or then I could put this where the white is down on the bottom. And I think I want to do the white on the bottom because it's going to get covered by that ribbon. So it'll have a little more color to the design. So now I've taken the back off. I'm trying to approximate where that's going to go without pressing it down, right? It's going to match up those sides and make sure that the bottom is not too much thicker. So I think that looks good for thickness, and I'm just going to press down. Now these guys are open flapped, but that's okay, because what we're going to do next is we're going to take this guy, which is supposed to be the ribbon. I'm going to cut off this part of the branding strip. And this guy is going to go on top of this one. So we're going to do that with some tape. Now this tape is a little bit too thick. I think I have a narrower one. Oh, but this is foam. which might not be a bad idea, but let's see if I have a narrow, yeah, I have my big old bag of adhesive over here, so I've purchased a number of things off of Amazon and etc. And I don't see a skinny one that is thin enough. No. Okay, that's no bueno. But that's alright. We will make it work. So I'm gonna just take a little bit here, and then I'm just gonna have to cut it in half. Just be mindful that this this is really stick adhesive. You could try to rip it because it's paperback, but let me tell you, that is not always the most easy thing to do. Is this all completely? Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna put it here. There you go. And this is longer than that, and I realized that because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a ribbon that goes around the card. So let's do that by first making our ribbon. So even though the ribbon is like almost like cut, I'm not doing it that way. Remember, this is a sketch. We can follow it mostly, use loosely, whatever the word is. We can interpret it in our own way. So we should have some of the elements. It should be recognizable from what I believe as that sketch, but it doesn't have to be like exact. So it gives the people who want to craft and are hesitant an exact that they could follow, and then people who like to go a little off book, such as myself, a little bit of that possibility. Okay, so now I want to put this ribbon on here, and I'm thinking to just put it a little bit lower, right? Just to have that little bit of definition. And when you're looking at stuff, even though it's a ribbon, look at your images, because these guys are, they may seem like they're non-directional, but what you have appears to have some direction. There's a lot more that seem to be going up, so I want to put it like this so that things don't look upside down, if that makes sense. And then I'm just going to wrap this around the card, and that's going to be my ribbon, right? Yeah, there goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take more of my adhesive. Where is my adhesive? I don't know why I threw it back. Oh no, it's right here. Why didn't you tell me that? So it's right here. Oh, this is a new one. Where the hell? I keep just popping them out of nowhere. So we're going to take this adhesive here, and before I put it down, I'm going to turn it back over and make sure I'm in the spot that I wanted, which is to have a little bit of the white showing, and I'm going to press it down, and then I'm going to put a piece on the other side, and go like that. And again, look at the front and try to get that same thickness of the whitish cream area, cream line, and then try to get it the same. And there you go. So now that's there, right? Now this is lifted. If that bothers you, you can tuck a piece of something underneath there. Now I need to affix this to this so that it is the full card front. The other option is that you could also pop it so that it would give it a little more dimension. I think I'm going to do that. Even though like you won't see the dimension necessarily, but once you have the card in hand, you'll feel it. So I'm just grabbing something that has a little bit of a foam thickness to it, nothing crazy, and I'm going to cut a couple of pieces for the edge of the card. Not all the way to the edge, but close enough around all of them. And then you also want to put a piece in the center of it. I used to not do that, but let me tell you, it does make a difference, because if you are a person who crafts a lot and loves to make cards and does assembly line crafting like I usually do, which means I make like a ton of cards, sometimes without having something in the center, it's gonna like dip if you store them. Even though you're storing them and you don't think there's any pressure in the box, trust me, there's pressure in the box. So I'm going to put all of that. Okay, so now this is going to be the fun part because now we're going to be trying to adhere it. But what happens is that once you do the foaming, you can use your hands to get it together. Take off the foaming. Take off the adhesive backing of the foam in order to put the foam, stick it to the card base. And now that I say that, oh, it's so easy, watch me mess it up. And then I think I might want to look at the adhesive, at the acetates, because I feel like it's a little bit basic. But let me finish putting this on. So I would be like trying to struggle. So what I want to do is I want to hold this up and I want to hold that up. And I kind of want to use my hands to kind of bring them together and hope for the best. And that didn't work out. Don't press down. Okay, don't press down. I messed it up, but you know what? That happens. So let's see how badly it's going to mess up this card, because I am using a limited supply. So as you see, I am able to get, now I started to peel that over here. So then I'm going to switch directions and I'm going to go from the other side because I don't want it to completely like destroy the card. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Come on. Oh, you stuck onto other adhesive. That's the worst. Let's go. See, I didn't mind these guys getting stuck in the middle on the card because guess what? That's where they were going to go anyway. It's just the edging. Okay. Come on. Okay. Anyway. Yes, we're leaving this in because I do not have my studio and editing is not an option for me. So I am almost done with this once I fix this fiasco. And it'll be under 35 minutes, hopefully, if I can do this in the next 3. And oh my goodness. Yeah, remember that. What movie was that from? If you know, you know. Put it in the comments. Alright. You have to be kind of my age to know that. So, you know what? We're going to try it another way. We're going to just put it to the corner and put it to the corner. I didn't think this would be successful either because of the foaminess. But, hey, we are going to see. Now, there is a little sliver that has revealed itself. And I want to look on the back. I'm a little off. But, again, it's handmade. And worst case scenario, like I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to cheat it. And make it look, I mean, I spent a half an hour with you guys doing this. I can't, like, not, use it. And let's see. Yeah, no harm, no foul, right? Boom, chakalaka, it's done. So, I was thinking of Cherish today. I was thinking of putting something in terms of, an embellishment because there were flowers there. But I don't know. Like, this doesn't feel. It doesn't feel. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving me. And then these guys are pretty. Some of them are big. Some of them are smaller. But I think that they would compete too much. So, therefore, I believe I'm going to call it done. And so what I'm going to do to finalize this is going to put a little glue dot under here to stick it down because it's not stuck down. I wasn't sure. All right, I don't have a glue dot. So we'll fake a glue dot. And, oh yeah, so we're going to just take this off. Listen, Linda. Yeah, we're going to take this off. We're going to fold this over. We're going to go under our thing. And then we're going to press down. So, there we go. 34 minutes and 40 seconds. And thank you for watching part 1 of my card making. I will be uploading this one and going on to the next one. So look out for part 2, and I will see you soon. Ciao, ciao. Bye.